this fame thing, it's a weird one because it can be draining, as you've just rightly explained, but then it can also be fun, and it's about like not letting it control you. Almost, you have to control it, I guess.
So that's what I've come to terms with, and like not dancing with the devil, and having people around you to keep you honest. Like my girlfriend has absolutely kept me in check and ripped me a new asshole like recently because of my behaviour.
Oh really? What kind of behaviour do you think that needed checking?
I'm done in all the time, all the fucking time. I haven't got the energy, and it's just like, well, your life's going to be like that, so you can't just keep being rude or short or just disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not her fault, so why am I taking it out? You take it out on your closest person to you.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And I have to grow and I have to learn and understand and compromise. And she pushes me to be the best me that I could be. I couldn't have done that last fight without her.
Wow.
And it's just the last fight camp without her, sorry, just because of my injury and she just helped me through. So it's just getting that, making sure everything's okay. And not just like, say I've got loads of fires, I've got to keep them all stoked the same and not just like putting on
and prioritising what's important as well, and trying to calm yourself down when you are run down and realise, actually, why am I run down and whose fault is that and why is that?
I've got ADHD, so I'm like this, like,
I can tell,
what's in front of me, I'm like and sometimes, lads, like it's I've had so much personal growth recently on understanding myself because of it. Do you know what I mean? She's like, well, look at this and this, maybe you need to address this. And I was like, so that's why I can't process that, and that's why this is overwhelming for me. And it's just a fucking never ending cycle of growth, this thing called life, isn't it?
How long do you mind me asking, how long have you been with your girlfriend?
About 9 months, 8 months.
It sounds like she's made a very big impact on you in that time.
She's very wise. She's the total opposite of me.
Is she from the area, or did you meet her?
She's from Sheffield. I went to an Everton game and I sat in a seat, and she was just sat next to me. She works for the club. She works for the club, yeah.
Wow. Obviously, I read up on you and I did a bit of like understanding what it's like for someone coming out as I'm reading about your life, and it's not something I've had to do. So obviously this is sort of, I'm finding it quite fascinating, that the pressure that you described, that you or the fears that someone would go through. Can you sort of explain a bit about how you came to that point of I'm ready now versus the original feelings of, oh God?
You're never ready. It's like probably finding out you're pregnant, I imagine, when you're not expecting it. You know what I mean? Like no one I don't think is truly ready. Just because of the language and the vocabulary and the attitude towards gay people, and that it's always been fucking hard, lad. So it was only being in and around the gym that made me feel safe.
Really?
And that's all it is. Like, I've done enough. There's enough on that. Do you know what I mean? There's like, it's obviously Gay Pride Month and all of that, and there's literally like I was like a guest editor in the Metro today about me coming out story, and there's loads where family, friends, just people are educating themselves more on how they can make people feel, and I just think me coming out, my friends and family were mortified that they ever felt I couldn't because of maybe how they had been. So when people take accountability, and I'm not saying they were homophobic, do you know what I mean? But just little words or jokes, like in the 90s, people could get away with being homophobic and racist in jokes because they wasn't getting called on it. And then people woke and got fresh to that, do you know what I mean? But lad, it doesn't even matter about being gay. Like, you'd get one for being a Geordie, being working class, being a Scouser. Everyone has their thing that they've got to overcome in their life, do you know what I mean? And Kelly Holmes is literally doing it now, isn't she? She's riding that big wave, and it's ultimately like everyone knew. But for us, and then people are shocked why we have this whole, I'm really scared to come out. Well, the fucking world has made us that way, so
of course
it's all of your actions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I seen that you wrote a children's book on that thing. So credit to you. I think it's great that you're trying to sort of tell your story to kids in a way they can digest it as well.
Thanks, lad.
Appreciate it, man. And also, but just while we're on that topic of your love life, I just wondered, getting a little bit famous, right? Did that make things interesting for you before you found your partner? Were you like, wow, I'm getting attention from this girl and that girl? And
so I'd never been like openly gay and single, I don't really think. But what I did realise is like I'm not like a womanizer. I don't objectify women. Like that's not me. And I'm still really shy about my relationship, and putting it on social media and things still like really fucking freaks me out, to be honest. But
why does it freak you out?
Just because everyone's got fucking something to say, do you know? And I'm not bothered, but like when you're still coming to terms with like your shit, every time you have to talk about your coming out story, you're going through the process again.
Right.
So if you've ever had a breakup or a member of your family's passed away and you speak about it, sometimes it comes, but like unfortunately, like I chose to try and change people's lives or help people by talking about my story. So that's my shit I have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you on that. I've talked about certain traumatic things that have happened to me before, and it's sort of, there's a point where you go, right, I know I'm doing good by saying this, but unfortunately I'm becoming that guy who then, whenever I'm in an interview, this traumatic shit is going to be brought up, and I'm like, So yeah, I'm sorry for like if I've pried or anything.
No, not at all.
I appreciate you sharing, and I get especially why if in a relationship that's a 9-month old relationship, why you'd also be protecting your other half as well in not pushing it.
Listen,
like
she
that.
comes to all the fight shows. Like anywhere I go, she's there. She came to America with me and came and done all the barstool stuff and that. Like, I don't know. It's just the less people know about the business, the easier your business is.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?